back with Thank God It's Finished, TGIF. This is my video about knitting, crocheting, crafting. It's the Not a Podcast podcast. If you're a vlog watcher, we haven't had a vlog all week. I think since Saturday or Sunday, because life has just been life. There's been a lot of nothing going on, but it's just been... You know how sometimes life just gets to you and it's just everything is too much. It's kind of how it's felt this last week, so we didn't really pick up the camera all that much, so hopefully this weekend we will get back into the swing of things. Oh. Thing came up on the computer screen, I got confused because I record on my MacBook Pro. Alright, so what is going on? I guess we'll do a Seth update. Seth is doing fairly well, considering. My sister has updated the vlog, I think with 2 updates in this past week for the 2 weeks since the last update about what has happened. He is in the hospital right now for his counts are down and things like that. So he has a fever. He just needs to be watched and things like that. So all that being said, the best place to get all the updates on Seth is over on my sister's vlog. She puts all the information out there that pretty much you could possibly want to know about how he's doing and how things are proceeding. So I know it's been a little bit of hurry up and wait, and every single thing that could possibly go wrong has gone wrong. So they feel like they're behind, but just asking you continue to keep Seth in your prayers, thoughts, good vibes, karma, all that jazz. So much appreciated. So you are here for knitting and crocheting, which there has been a lot this last week because like I said, life's just been life. Been a little bit down. You know, that goes with some days life is just too much to handle. Not really too much to handle, but I've just been a little bit on the downside. So mindless things to work on are always great for me. So let's jump right in. I do have one finished object, and you probably will not be seeing many finished objects from me until Stash Dash starts, which I will discuss later on in the video. So the one thing I finished is just a Granny Ripple baby blanket. I used the pattern by Very Pink Knits. I think it's called Crochet for Knitters or something like that. It was just an easy pattern, a basic pattern. And I'm crocheting along with Z, and there's going to be some more of these in the very near future. It has a scrappy look. I just pulled a whole bunch of balls of Loops and Threads Impeccables, which I want to get through. And I think I picked 12 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 colors. So here's the blanket. It's not huge, because it is a baby blanket size, and it didn't even use a whole skein of anything. But it's really nice. I really like it. I like the colors. I like the scrappy look of it, and I think someone will be really happy to have this. So there is that. And that is my only finished object this week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. It's either going to go to the hospital or it's going to go in the Etsy shop. I can't decide. My brain hurts making decisions. So whips. I have a lot of whips. The first thing I have is the Baby Sophisticates. Gonna be finishing these this weekend. It's knit out of Willow Wash, and the color is Sapphire, and it is the most beautiful blue color in the entire world. It's stunning, and it's very unique. And Willow Wash is an anti-pill acrylic, I think. Let's see. Anti-pale acrylic. 100%. And it's made in Turkey. So, I've got 2 of those on the go. And here's one. Needs sleeves and the collar, which I'm going to do after this video. And here's number 2, which needs sleeves and the collar, which I will do sometime this weekend. So I can get those off in the mail. I may need to go get buttons too. I don't know that I have the right buttons for that. I have a bajillion buttons, but probably not the right ones for that. I don't know why I buy buttons. I just collect it like I do yarn and fabric, sewing patterns, knitting needles, crochet hooks. Yeah. Okay, next is the Pebble socks, which I've had a lot of progress made on them. I don't know if I had finished the first sock last week. I feel like I may have, but I feel like I may not have at the same time. And of course I didn't bring a sock blocker up here. I have like a bajillion of them, but nope, didn't bring up a sock blocker. Should tell you what yarn it is. This is West Yorkshire Spinners, and I think this is it's one of the cocktails colors, and I can't think of which one this is called. It's color 6. Let me see what it's called. Something rum. Rum Paradise, maybe? I have the music we used in our Vita stuck in my head. Dum ba dum boom boom ba dum boom dum dum dum. It's called Rum Paradise. I was right. So, I finished the first sock. These are for me. I'm using the Pebble Socks by Mina Phillips. And I love this pattern for self-striping yarn. Beautiful. Beautiful. My cuff is longer than my foot because I have tiny feet, which I don't typically do for myself. But anyway. And I turned the heel in the second one last night. And I am very close to finishing this. I'm going to get to the toe, right before the toe, and then I'm going to stop until after Stash Dash starts. So, I am actually still wearing wool socks here in Vermont because it's quite chilly, but these, it's very unlikely I'll wear them until next fall/winter. So, that is whip number 2. I've brought up everything instead of just some this time to refresh your memory about what I was knitting on. The next pattern project that I'm working on, which I haven't touched since I started it, is Back to the Fuchsia. And if you remember, I am using Dirty Water Dye Works that I got at the Green Mountain Fiber Festival. And I am using, let me see if there's another band in here. I feel like there is. I'm a mess today. I thought it was a mess last week. Okay, I'm using, it is the Lillian base, and I'm using Pumice is the solid gray color. And I am using the Juniper Gradient Kit. Gradient Bundle. And I've only gotten, I haven't made any progress since I showed it to you last, but I'm going to remind you what it looks like. I do remember it was fun to work on. Whatever that means. And that's where I am. Don't mind my stitch marker marking the right side. So you can see the teal in there. Remember, they're all teal colors. Now that I made a big mess. So that will be finished during Stash Dash for sure. I will probably actually be working on it this week. I believe this coming week. After I finish the baby blankets. Next is another thing that has not seen any progress since last time, and it's the baby blanket from Lion Brand. It's just called Baby Love Diagonal Baby Blanket. Free pattern. And I'm using the Bernat Baby Sport, of which I see 18 balls over there, more. So, ooh, look at that glare. It's the window. There we go. And this color is Pretty Girl, I think. Yeah, Pretty Girl. And this is how much progress I have made to date. This will also be finished during Stash Dash. Making big plans. Anyway, there's that. Oh, and the last thing I worked on was the fox blanket. And last week you saw this block. I think there was only one block last week. I've made 5 more. Orange, yellow, red, teal, and then there's this yellow one which I still have to weave the ends in. This is what it looks like before you weave in all the ends. This goldy yellow one. So that's been a lot of fun to work on, and I'm also making that out of loops and threads and peckables, using up as much of that as I can. And I had to stop working on that because I ran out of the gray. So I did go to Joann's during the week, and I picked up, this is the gray I'm using, Karen 1 pound, and it is the color medium gray mix. And because you have to use 2 balls at a time, and I was only working from 1 before, I did grab 2 balls of it. So that's going to be more than enough to finish that. And that will be finished during Stash Dash. I think that is all. I got some new things. I got a lot of new things. That's for someone. Okay, the first thing I purchased for myself. And this was kind of a birthday present to myself. I pre-ordered from Mustache Yarn Beauty and Her Beast. It's 12 even stripes, and it's a must match. 2 perfectly matching half skeins twisted together, which I didn't know that, which is awesome because I like my socks to match. It's 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 440 yards, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I cannot wait to knit this. But it won't be next, because the next pair of socks I'll knit will be for Kristen. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's lusciously gorgeous. Now, Mustache yarn is a little bit more expensive than most self-striping yarns, but I think it's totally worth it. It's also 12 colors, which makes it more complicated in the dyeing process, so well worth it. And it was a splurge, and I love it. There it is, Beauty and Her Beast. So I bought that for myself. I got this, what's it called? I'm saying a lot, I apologize. This is Gnome Acres Glow Stick of Awesomeness. Oh, more Backyard Shenanigans. It's like a glow stick series, and it comes with 6 mini skeins. So I grabbed that for myself. I officially do not need any more mini skeins. Remind me of that the next time I do anything. So that's what I got new. And then a few things arrived this week. The first thing was some fabric from Jen, Crafty Jen, and the Beauty and the Beast one is downstairs. But she sent this Avengers fabric. Love it. I'm sure Kristen's going to want something out of this one. And she sent Beauty and the Beast fabric for me, which is downstairs on the cutting table because I want to make a bag to knit my socks out of. So thank you, Jen. Another thing that came was from Amy Ming Mao, and it's some tea for Kristen, which she already drank, and hot iron transfers from Aunt Martha, which is all like fancy kitchen things. So I'm not going to make kitchen towels out of this. I have other plans, which hopefully you'll get to see in the near future. You know, there are so many crafty things I want to do that I just need about 48 hours more in every day and no sleep. Thank you very much, Amy. And I'm thinking. Oh, thinking names. Steffi Bella sent, she wanted a project bag out of a specific type of fabric, and I said send it along. We worked out a deal, and she sent a couple extra things. The first thing she sent was this adorable doggy pouch, zipper pouch. I'm assuming this came probably incorrectly from Target. We don't have Target in Vermont. We're the only state without a Target, which is both a blessing and a curse. And it also has this awesome pocket on the back. Oh, it's polka dot in there. So that was awesome. She sent this fabric, which is really cute. It's not Harry Potter, but it reminds me of Harry Potter because of the deer on it. She sent this awesome list pad, which I am going to put downstairs on my cart. She sent this adorable Batman bracelet. We'll wear that right now. She sent Crabtree and Evelyn hand therapy, which you all know I love my Crabtree and Evelyn, what was it called? Gardener's hand therapy. And technically, I used to work for a very brief time at Crabtree and Evelyn, and it's actually not Crabtree and Evelyn, it's Crabtree and Evelyn. Just a little trivia for you, but I still call it Evelyn. So I'm excited to try this. I haven't opened it yet. And last but not least, she sent, ooh, cool, Miss Babs mini skein in zombie games. Awesome. So that's another reason I don't need any minis. And I think I'm going to put my minis in this little dog bag. That's a great idea, Erin. I did what was supposed to be a mini swap with Ashley, Ashlove Nerd, and I sent her a skein of hand-dyed self-striping yarn and a project bag, and I knew she was sending me a project bag, and this is more than just a project bag. So thank you very much, Ashley. The first thing is this awesome bag with a vinyl pocket. Let's see. But what's really neat about it is she put the Batman fabric behind the vinyl pocket also. So super cool, and I would have been thrilled to have just gotten this. And let me show you the charm on here, which is super awesome. It has a Batman charm. And on the back, it says, "Everything's impossible until someone does it." Can't see that, but that's okay, because I can't stop shaking. She sent me this little Notions pouch with a Batmobile on it. A Batmobile. Dude. Okay, so that was awesome. And then it just kept going. She sent a cake, a Karen cake in the color Lavender Cake, which is gorgeous. I've never seen this one before, but now I need more. I'm going to put that over there to go with my cakes. She sent a sweet roll in the color Cheesecake Pop. really pretty pinks and browns. Love it. This would be a gorgeous dress for Sadie. Might have to do that. Might have to do that. A pair of Snips, an Oreo cookie candy bar. Kristen's been eyeing that one. She sent these awesome stitch markers, which are in Batman Villains colors, and 2 progress keepers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm dropping them. The first one is Batman's little face mask. Stop shaking. And the next is the bat signal. I don't think you could see those very well, but she sent some Tim Tams, which we will be bringing these to my in-laws' house to share with my niece, our nieces, because there's coconut in these, so I can't have them. However, the girls and Kristen's parents will love them. She made me a little sheep. And look at the sheep has little flecks of color in it. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Where is he gonna go? Where can he go? I think he's gonna go right here. Yeah, so you can see him. She sent some, I'm dying to try these. I should have made it for this video. Some caramel cafe latte. Looks delicious for the Keurig. Awesome. Yum, yum, yum. She sent some minis, which love my minis. And she sent, I've never seen one of these. I've never had one of these. I've never actually seen one of these, even the real size mugs in person, because as you know, I don't have a Starbucks. It's the You Are Here collection, but it's an ornament. And it's Colorado. I now want them all. I didn't know these existed. So I am going to be on the hunt for all the Starbucks You Are Here mini mugs, because I think you know, but I'll show you as best I can. I keep a tree up all year round with my hand knit ornaments on it, and now my Starbucks ornament is going to go on it, and who knows, there may be more in the future if I can track some down. It's awesome. I might have to get a second year-round tree. I'm crazy like that. So I'm going to put that on the tree, and that's the end of the box. But that is not a mini swap. But thank you very much, Ashley. I loved everything. Finally, I got a package from Jana's Favorite Things here on YouTube for the hospital. She did add some extras in, which was not necessary, but thank you very much. First, she sent some minis, which I'm always excited to get minis because that blanket's going to take like 5,000 of them. She sent a lovely card. She sent for the hospital 2 octopus, which Kristen fell in love with, and I had to say, no, they are for the sick children. So, they're so adorable. Kristen was playing with the tentacles. She sent a bunch of the Top This hats. I actually made this one for Seth. Love it. Jana, I would love to know what pattern you used, because I followed the pattern on the ball and the hats came out enormous. So if you remember what pattern you used, let me know. So love that. We've got a little giraffe. Oh, the kids are just going to love these. We've got an owl. Let me get my hand in here. A little owl. Cute. We got a little dinosaur. Pink and purple. and a little elephant. So cute. Thank you very much. And the other thing she did with these, which I think is absolutely brilliant, is she made little loveys out of them. Just a little granny square lovey. And I just thought that was such a great idea for them. Such a great idea. And such the perfect size for the little kids, you know, like Seth's age. Not too big, not too small, just enough to grab onto. She sent that one, and she sent this adorable penguin. He might be my favorite. He might be my favorite. She sent two top this for me. She sent one with the flower on it and one with the dog on it. And I have made this one for Sadie too. When I went last summer to meet Seth and spend the night at my sister's house, I brought the top this hats for them, and Sadie wears it all the time. It was August and she put it on. She was walking around the house in it, so I might make some of those little loveys with it because I thought that was such a great idea. And then she also sent a little project bag kit with some Batman fabric and a zipper, and I thought that was just adorable. And what did she say? She said something that made me giggle. A new project bag for yourself is always a good thing, right? Words to live by in my book. So thank you very much, Jana. Thank you, everybody. Ming Mao, Jen, Ashley, Stephanie, and Jana. I felt completely spoiled. Completely spoiled. Rearrange a little bit here. Next Friday, I'm going to have some new bags up in the shop. I do have a couple. I brought my Monday batch up here. There's going to be some more Golden Girls bags going up. There's going to be some Big Bang Theory bags going up. And this new print, which Kristen is drooling all over. There's some more downstairs. I've got some beaver fabric, the hedgehog fabric that you've seen. I don't know. There's a huge stack of bags cut out downstairs for me to work on. So that'll be next Friday at noon. And what is up next? Well, first things first, I need to make a Care Bear for a fundraiser for Seth. And that is on my immediate must-do list. Next is 2 events that are going on. Not that I'm running. The first is Camp Loopy. The Loopy U runs Camp Loopy every year, and this year I decided to play along, and I ordered yarn for it because the first challenge is a texture challenge with 400 yards or more. You must buy the yarn from the Loopy U to count, and so I want to make a shawl with it, so I'm going to show you the yarn next week because it should be here. It's already shipped. It is my last purchase. I'm allowing myself 2 more purchases, one in June for Camp Loopy and one in July for Camp Loopy. Otherwise, I am done. I'm done. Done. I don't need any more yarn. Unless I need yarn to finish a project, I am done. So I will show that to you next week because I want to knit a shawl, but I don't know what pattern to knit. It needs to have some sort of texture in it. And I was thinking of knitting, what is it called? Let's see, it was a Hohi Locatelli pattern. I was thinking of knitting, the Coastal Walk by Hohi Locatelli. It's technically calls for sport weight, and I bought fingering weight, so yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with that. And the next thing I'm going to do is Stash Dash. I did Stash Dash last year. I don't know if it's in this book. No, this book started in January. January? that was 2016. So Stash Dash is in here somewhere. My goal last year for Stash Dash was to do 15,000 meters, and I did 15,136 meters, and I did 22 projects. I really would like to do 20,000 meters this year. The official category I'll go in is the 15,000 meter one, which is why I'm not finishing my socks. I'm not finishing the fox blanket. I'm not finishing the baby blanket, and I'm not finishing the shawl until after Stash Dash starts, because as long as you knit on it during the Stash Dash time, which starts May 26th and goes to August sometime, then you can count all of the yardage. So those would be good yard busters for me. A couple other things. I pulled out my UFOs, and I want to finish. Let's see if I can find it. I started knitting this Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving, and then we found out about Seth, and my Christmas spirit just went down the tubes. So I want to finish knitting this sweater. I have the back up to the armpits done, and I have the front up to the intarsia done. So this is is one of my goals for Stash Dash. And actually, Knitpick sent me an email, which I know it's not just to me. Knitpick sent out an email about an intarsia class that's free that they have. So I'm going to check that out, because the Santa on this sweater is intarsia. And I've never done I've done intarsia one time, but it was really small. So the other thing I want to finish is I have an African flower creature here. I don't even know which one it is. It's 50 jillion pages here. Oh, it's a bulldog. All I'm working on is joining the pieces together, so that is another goal for Stash Dash. And beyond that, I would like to knit 2 sweaters, one of them being the stroker for Kristen, 4 pairs of socks, 3 shawls, at least one of them being the dirty water shawl that I showed you, the back to the fuchsia, 3 blankets, and all 3 Camp Loopy projects. Those are my goals. And I think they're pretty attainable goals, because I do knit a lot. So, I think that is all I have for this time, which is a lot, because this is 2 videos and I think they're both 15 minutes long. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go back downstairs and do some more sewing and upload this video. And yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing great, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.